Hi everyone, in this video I will show you how to create a spring floral pattern using a layout template and the grid or full drop repeat type. I will be using a pattern layout from the pattern creation kit that I have created. If you want to check it out, then I will link it in the description below. And also I'll be using some stamp brushes from the same kit. I also do have a free trial or a starter kit so that you can try it out before going for the full kit. So you'll also get some layout templates and some brushes with the free kit. So if you want to check it out, then do check the description where I will give all the links. And also I'll be using this pattern making canvas that is included in the kit, both in the free and the full kit. I have also made videos how you can create this template, so you can watch those videos to see how to create the pattern making canvas, or you can download it for free in the Creative Vault, which I will link in the description. So let's get started. So first of all, I'll take this tagged layout from the pattern creation kit and taking a darker color, I will tap on the screen once. Now here I can increase the size a little bit and tap on it once. Then tap on the transform tool and tap on fit to canvas so that it will cover the whole canvas. And now I will tap on this N symbol and I will decrease the opacity and keep it in multiply so that I can see the layout even if I draw over it. And now for the brush, I will take some stamp brushes. So I'll be using these two stamp brushes today. So I'll select one of them and I'll take a red color. Then I will create a new layer and bring it below the layout layer. You can name your layers at this point. And on this layer, I will create a background. So first of all, let's take a background color and I'll just drag and drop the color onto the canvas to fill it. I'll create another layer on top of the background layer, and then I'll take the red color and this stamp floral brush, and then I'll just start tapping on the canvas. I'll keep on decreasing and increasing the size of the canvas so that I'll have different sizes of flowers. Here I want to show you how versatile these templates can be, and you just don't have to stick to the exact layout and create a certain type of pattern. You can create whatever you want. Like you can see, I am not sticking to the edges of this layout. I'm crossing the edges and I am also overlapping the flowers here and there. I'll stamp some smaller ones also. It's okay to overlap it. I want to show you how you can make a overlapping pattern using this stamp brushes. Maybe one here. And anytime you want to undo something, you just tap with 2 fingers to undo it and tap with 3 fingers to redo it. And now what I'll do is I'll drag and drop the color from the color wheel onto the flowers, and then I'll tap on continue filling and keep on tapping on the flowers. If you're using a textured brush, then you can draw the flowers so that you'll get the textures, but here I'm okay with just filling the flowers like this. Then I'll zoom in a little bit and fill all the shapes here. And now I'll take another flower shape, maybe this one. I'll take a different color and I'll also create a new layer so that I can keep the colors separate and it'll be easy for me to later recolor it and also change something with the motifs. So I'll do the same. I'll just increase and decrease the shape and I'll tap it on the screen. Also make sure to not cross the edges like this because this will not make the pattern seamless. So make sure you don't cross the edges. You can draw as close as possible to the edge, but don't cross it. I'm also overlapping the pink flowers on the red ones. Now these layout layers makes it really easy to make a pattern look more professional, even if you're not spending hours and hours on it. And also it gives you the freedom to explore different styles and different ways of using the layouts. I'm overlapping the flowers here and there, and I'll do the same here also. I'll drag and drop the color onto it, tap on continue filling, and then tap on all the other flowers to fill them. I'll fill all of these small gaps also. And now I will just make the layout layer invisible to see how it is looking, and if anything is sticking out. I can see that these two flowers are really big in size, so it is sticking out a bit. So maybe I will stamp another pink flower here and maybe another here. Yeah, since we have not yet repeat the pattern, you can make any changes at the center of this canvas, because there will be no problem later for repeating the pattern. So if you want, you can make some small changes, like I saw this gap here, so I thought of filling it, and maybe I will add another pink flower here. Okay, so now at this point you can add some small details to it, or shading, or anything that can create some depth to your pattern. So I'll be doing that, and to do that I will create new layers on top of each of these flowers so that I can keep the colors separate. And then I'll take this chalky pen brush, and taking a darker color, I'll add some details to the flowers like this. I'll keep it very rough for the sake of this video. Another thing you can do is you can create a layer on top of the flowers and tap on it once, and then tap on clipping mask, and then maybe I'll just stick to this darker color, and I will take this grungy dab brush, and now I'll just create, maybe I'll decrease the size a little bit, and you can create some textures like this so that it will add some depth to your flowers. So you can do this if you want to, or what you can do is you can take the same brush or a different brush. Maybe I will take the rough liner brush, and on a different layer what I will do is I'll just add some line works like this. Let me make the texture layer invisible, and you can see, and you can define the overlap here by making all these line works. So these are two ways you can do, or you can also add some more shading and all to show the depth and the shadows and lights. So I'll do this to all the flowers and then come back to you. Okay, so now I have done with drawing and adding textures to my flowers, and as you can see I have added some textures to the flowers, and also wherever it is overlapping I have added some line works to show that overlap. Also remember one thing, that whenever you are making some changes to a particular motif, then don't do it to only one motif. You have to do it at multiple instances. For example, if I am adding this line work here to show the overlap, this cannot be the only flower that shows that. Otherwise, every time you look at the pattern, your eye will go to that flower, and that particular flower will stand out. But if you add it at more instances, like I have added to other flowers also, then it will make sense. Now, I always tell you that there is no rules, but there are certain things that really do make your pattern look more professional, and it will take your pattern to the next level. So just keep in mind, and I have done the same with the pink flowers, and now we will repeat the pattern. So I will make the layout layer visible again, and I will just tap on one layer and swipe on the other layers towards right, and then tap on group to group it. Then I'll swipe on this group towards left and then tap on duplicate, and you can rename your layers at this point if you want to. And I always like to have a backup, so I always duplicate my groups. But if you have any layer limits, then you can maybe duplicate the whole canvas by going to the gallery here, and then if you swipe towards the left, then you can duplicate the canvas. So I'll select the group and then tap on this selection tool here, and then tap on save and load at the bottom here. And since we are making a grid or a full drop repeat, I will take selection 1, 2, 3 and 4. So first I will tap on selection 1, then I will tap on the move tool, and as you can see one of this quadrant is selected. Then I will tap on flip horizontal and flip vertical. I'll deselect it, select it again, tap on save and load, then on selection 2, then on move tool, and then on flip horizontal and flip vertical. I'll deselect it and then again I'll select save and load, then I will select selection 3, then tap on the move tool and flip it horizontally and vertically. And I will do the same with the last selection, which is selection 4. So I'll tap on the move tool and then tap on flip horizontal and flip vertical. Now at this point the canvas is always upside down, but since this is a multi-directional and tossed pattern, you can't make any difference. But if you want to make it a habit, then you can just tap on the move tool again and tap on rotate 45 degree 4 times to bring it to the right direction. I just have to fill up all these gaps and our pattern will be ready. So I'll quickly do that. I'll go to the flowers and I'll start filling these gaps. You can also make the layout layer invisible to see if a gap is very prominent, and you'll be easily able to fill up that. So now our pattern is ready to test. So let's do that. So what I will do is I'll close this group, and with 3 fingers I'll swipe downwards and then tap on copy all, then swipe down again and tap on paste. And this will give you a flattened image of the whole pattern. And I will just tap and duplicate it for 3 more times so that I have 4 images. So I'll tap on the first image and then tap on the move tool, and then on this blue dot at the top left corner and I will tap the amount which is half of the size of this canvas. So this canvas is 3600 by 3600, so I will tap 1800 and it will snap in place like this. Then I will tap on the next layer, then I will tap on the top right corner and then type 1800. Then I will tap on the next layer, then tap on the move tool, and now I will tap on the blue dot at the bottom left corner and then type 1800. And I will do the same with the last image also. So I'll tap on the move tool, then I'll tap on the blue dot at the bottom right corner and then type 1800. And then you can merge all these layers by pinching them with 2 fingers and the pattern is ready. Now as you can see, there is no visible gap or anything else. Maybe if I had to do some changes, then I may change the size of this flower. This is looking a little bigger than rest of the flowers. Other than that, I think I'm good with this pattern. And then you can just save it as a JPEG. If you want to save it for Spoonflower or any other POD site, then you can tap on the actions menu here, then tap on share and then tap on JPEG or PNG, whatever you want. But always remember to save a Procreate file of all of your patterns as a backup. So I'll tap on JPEG and then I can just airdrop it, or you can save it to your Google Drive or Dropbox, whatever you want to. So this is it, and I would love for you to check out the free pattern creation kit starter. As you saw in this video, taking a layout layer really helps in cutting out the time, and also you instantly get ideas of how to make your pattern. So do try out the free kit, and if you want to dive a little bit deeper, then you can go for the full kit also. See you in the next one. Bye.